Okay, so today's video is going to be a little bit less positive and a little bit more serious, but I think it's something that is definitely worth talking about. Basically, you can read from the title, I wanted to talk about gender dysphoria today. I wanted to make a video about this for those of the people in my life that aren't aware of what this is and aren't aware of the tolls that it affects on me, and kind of explain the reasoning for some of my behavior and stuff like that. I have a website up on my phone and it shares a basic description of what dysphoria is. So I'm going to read that and then I'm going to kind of explain a little bit about how it affects me in my everyday life. Okay, so it says here, people who have gender dysphoria feel strongly that they are not the gender they physically appear to be. For example, a person who has a penis and all other physical traits of a male might feel instead that he is actually a female. That person would have the intense desire to have a female body and be accepted by others as a female. The key word here is intense. Intense desire. It says, feeling that your body does not reflect your true gender can cause severe distress, anxiety, and depression. Dysphoria is a feeling of dissatisfaction, anxiety, and restlessness. With gender dysphoria, the discomfort with your male or female body can be so intense that it can interfere with the way you function in normal life. For instance, at school or work during social activities. So basically, what that's saying is that when I look in the mirror and I see things about myself that don't register as female, it really affects the way I mentally look at myself as a human, as a person. And this may sound silly, this may sound absolutely ridiculous, but at the same time, you must hear this information and think, oh, duh, like, it totally makes sense. So let me tell you guys about the biggest things that cause me dysphoria. When I look in the mirror, and facial hair firstly, but I'm getting that taken care of. My jaw is a lot more square and masculine, and my chin is a little bit protruding, which makes my face seem less soft and female as I would like it to appear. My nose is a little bit more wide than I would prefer. My brow bone kind of protrudes a little bit. It's not as round and as soft as a female's brow bone. My Adam's apple, which obviously females do not have. And then the downstairs area. So these are the things that cause me dysphoria that I allow myself to think about, unlike other things that I can't change. So technically, I could have surgeries that could chisel down my jaw or fix, like, small in my nose or smooth out my forehead, chisel down my Adam's apple, stuff like that. Other things that I think about and that I view as not feminine enough or more masculine, I can't change. And I'm okay with that. It's only obvious that makeup is a big part of my life because makeup allows me to feminize my features and allows me to portray that vision of myself that I see inside my head to everyone else. And so that when I look in the mirror, I can see myself as somewhat the person that I see inside. Now, when I look in the mirror and I see what I see, it's not a happy thing. And it's funny because people in my life will make jokes when I look in the mirror, like, oh, like, you look good, stop, you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, like, knock it off. I just want people to know that when I look in the mirror, I'm not thinking, oh my God, like, I'm so beautiful, like, I'm so vain, I just need to check myself out. No, that's not what it is. When I look in the mirror, on top of everything else that I've already said, if I have mascara running down my face, or if my lipstick is smudged, or if I have a pimple, or whatever it may be, that's just cherries or icing on top of the cake. Like, that's just another thing added. So when I'm looking into the mirror all the time, it's because I want to make sure that everything that I have control of right now is in perfect condition, because those are the only things that I can do to portray myself as how I feel and the way that others see me and view me. And in reality, like, your eyeliner smudging for the day isn't that big of a deal. But on top of the fact that when I already look into the mirror and I already see all these negative things about myself, the anxiety and stress and the depression, whatever you want to call it, it's just too much. I'll catch myself, you know, like I'll be having a good day and I'll look in the mirror and something will be wrong and it'll just ruin my day. It'll ruin my whole day. And then I'll fix my hair or something, and eventually I have a client who makes me laugh, or like I talk to one of my friends at work or something, and somebody gets me out of my funk. And it's something that I deal with every day, and I definitely try not to like wallow in like the sadness of the situation. Like, this is reality. This is the situation. I try not to live in this fantasy world where everything's perfect. I don't know. I try to kind of be realistic about the way I look. If I had all the money in the world, there are so many surgeries and procedures that I would get done, but I don't. It honestly scares me because I don't know if I'll ever have the money to be able to do any of the things that I wish that I could or that I want for myself. And it also scares me that my brain thinks that I need to have these things done in order to be happy, because that's not right. I sit here and I try to tell myself, it doesn't matter if you look feminine, if you're passable, it doesn't matter, because you know what? You are you. You are you, and people are going to judge you for who you are, not for being a female or a male or whatever. And who cares if you look different from everybody else? You're unique. It's okay to be unique. This is why it is so important for people like me and other people who view themselves as against society's norms to come out and to share their story and to open up eyes and to spread the fact that everybody's different, and to make it more normal in the society, to make it more comfortable and more tolerable. And then one day it won't matter if you're female or if you're male. All that will matter is who you are as a person. God, get it together. One day, all that will matter is your personality and the fact that you're funny, or the fact that you're smart, or the fact that you're talented, or whatever it may be. It won't matter what you look like or the physicality of everything, because hopefully one day it'll be so normal to society that people won't have to feel like this. I honestly did not expect to cry in this video, and I apologize because it's probably just awkward, like watching me bawl my face off. Hormones, let me tell you. Another thing you might be thinking when you're hearing this, can I not talk? I'm just whining. This video is me whining. I'm whining the whole video. Okay, take a break here for a second and breathe. So another thing you may be thinking is, big whoop-de-doo, you're not happy with your appearance. A lot of people aren't happy with their appearance. 90%, 100% of people have something about them that they don't like. And that is true. And I believe that 100%. And I agree with you. A lot of people think they have big noses, or that their jaws are too big, or that their face is too fat, or like whatever the issue may be. A lot of people have insecurities. And I get that. What makes gender dysphoria so different is the fact that, yes, it's the same feeling on top of the fact that you're already not secure or comfortable in the body that you're in. So imagine thinking that you had the world's largest nose, and you were like, everybody's staring at my nose and I feel like a cockatoo or whatever. Now imagine feeling that, but imagine feeling that you don't belong. Imagine feeling that everybody's looking at you because you don't look your gender. You are a difference in society. You stand out like a sore thumb. I'm not sitting here trying to say that gender dysphoria is a bigger issue than any other issue out there. What I'm trying to say is that society is what needs to change. It's not us as human beings. It's not every individual as who they are. It's society as a whole. One day I'm going to be able to work and help people without them turning around and their face dropping in discomfort because they've never seen a transgender person before, or they're just so uncomfortable when they see me and realize that I wasn't born a woman, and they're just so awkward. My dream is that one day people will be able to see me for me in who I am as a person and not what I look like. And that people will be able to see me and take me for who I am as opposed to trying to figure me out or being confused or uncomfortable or disgusted or whatever other adjective you want to use. I think that's it for this video. I'm gonna go now. I just can't pull it together. I'm sorry. It's one of those days. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna film this video because I already wasn't feeling good, but I think it is very important that people know this. I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will see you in my next one. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!